Thank you for your good questions. Well, I still strongly believe that skipping class is not a proper thing. And Iris, I will answer the first question. Have you ever skipped the class? And the next two questions will be my partners to answer that. Actually, question one is very easy and it's a personal question. Well, I will give you my answer is no, I haven't. Why I haven't skipped the class? It doesn't mean I attended for every class. Sometimes I will have important things to do. I have my personal life. I will want to go to party or society clubs or some interview. But when I have something important things to do, I will check my schedule and ask for a leave for my teachers. I have never met that kind of teacher that disagree with just ask for a leave. So I never skip the class. And the second reason is I think my university life is so precious. I cannot imagine why if I miss one day class. And why I think it's precious, because as we all know, Chinese has a huge number of population. If you want to stand out in the college exam, you must spend 3 whole years life in high school and study every day. And so why I get higher scores is just owing to my hard working. So when I choose my favorite major, my favorite university, I will not want to waste every day. And at the beginning of every term, we have 2 weeks to test to have some just test the class is it worthwhile to you, what you want to learn. So at that time, I will evaluate is it worthwhile to spend my time on this class, and if I cannot get what I want to learn in this class, I will not choose to study that. And finally, I will give you some personal detail for why I not ever skip the class. I want to go abroad to my post-graduation, so I want to go to London, and now my GPA is 3.8. Yes, my average score is 91 up to now. If I want to go to Oxford, if I want to go to Cambridge University, I must get 3.8. So up to now, my GPA is 3.8 and the average score is 91. It's owing to my, I try my best to every class and I never skip the class. And next, Zhengwen will answer the next two questions.
And the second question was shown here, and I just want to mention that you could use some ways to convey your opinions to your teacher. First is there's the university will ask students to fulfill some questionnaires in the end of the semester, but I didn't know whether you would fulfill it every time. And I thought that you could convey your opinions to your teacher by this way. Second, you can also send some email to your professor. I believe that there are a lot of teachers who would provide their email address to their students in this university. So I also thought that it's also another way. Third, you could visit the teacher personally. Maybe you could visit his office and tell him your opinion. So that's the answer of the second question.
Okay, and let's get into the third questions. Yes, I do have made all my efforts to be concentrating on the class. And I take notes every class. As you see, it's my notebook, okay? It's full of words, okay? And also, I always sit in the front of the class. Like in this class, I sit there, It's the front row, okay? Maybe sometimes I sit in the second row, but I always sit in the front of the class. And I think I made all my effort to listen to the class, and that's the response for your third questions. Thank you.
Do you have some objection?
Thank you for your response about the question. We still have question is, we think that the first question and the third question, your response cannot mean anything because that is your personal thought. So we want to know is you guys never skip the class? Have you ever skip a class?
Other members in the team? Other members in the team?
Can you guys answer?
But I think when teacher made a roll call, some of your classmates didn't come this week. So
Objection. They send me email for
Not
sick of
every.
leave.
Not every.
Every. Yeah. Some of them did it previously week. Gave me the information.
Okay, but yeah, and we think that the personnel cannot because the debate is about the points of view of whole part. So the personnel cannot respect the whole part of people think like you. But yes, but I believe that you are half-study student, and the reason you don't skip class is might just like you as you said. But I don't think that 100% of the people who think like this can go to school at 100% and always work hard or working.
Thank you for asking. But my answer is, even though every student have ever skipped the class, does it mean that it is proper to skip the class?
I think, like you said, you think you are hardworking and for the GPA, that's good. But that's only you because I don't want to be a hardworking person. That's my choice. I want to go to play. That's my choice. So I think that you say you are hardworking. That's irrelevant.
Well, my reply is, if 100% of students have ever skipped the class, does it mean that it's proper to skip the class? It's not my personal choice. It's
I think
of others.
We ask this question is because if you think it's not proper to skip the class, and so you shouldn't ever skip the class. So we ask this question.
Any others?
Yes. You say that you have high GPA and you are hardworking. Yes.
Can you come to
Hope
the
you-
front, please? Thank you.
Hope you enter to the top university in the future. Yes. And but my opinion is, what is the relation between going to class and your GPA? Because I have a lot of examples that some classmates never go to class and they get first grade. And so it is just a way to study, no matter you go to class or not. This is my opinion. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. But I'm not that kind of student. I'm very stupid, and I must go to every class to obtain what teachers tell us. So I'm not that kind of student. So that is not my choice.
Yes, this is your choice, but they have a choice.
Yeah.
Yes.
So maybe my reply is, if you think it's very intelligent and you can deal with every class, if you do not need to attend that, you can choose another free will to study. But maybe the talent student will tell the teachers at the beginning of the term, they will tell the teachers, oh, this lesson is too simple for me. I want to go on a deep study in my out of circulation. And maybe the teacher will tell us, just do it. Our lesson is for that big part of like me, like this kind of my students. So they will not skip the class.
Yeah, you need credits in order to graduate. So yes, maybe teacher will say, okay, you just skip class. This is my department teacher. They always agree. Thank you.
Do you have other objections?
Can I say, according to your response to the first questions, you say that if we think it's not proper to skip the class, so we don't ever we can't skip the class ever, even one times. But we are all human. We make mistakes, okay? But it's just one time.
But you think that skip the class isn't proper, so why? Even one time.
And I skip the class just one time. That's because I have the competitions about volleyball.
So
But-
it's proper.
Yes, it's
Thank you very much.
I think at that time, I think it's proper. I think I don't have the time or to ask for leave, and but I feel very guilty after that. So I think it's very proper to attend the class. So until now, I just make one little mistake. Yeah.
Okay, conclusion.
Okay, in the final, I want to give you our conclusion. According to the arguments we shared a few minutes ago, I believe that our arguments were convincing. So, we strongly believe that the student should not skip the class. Thank you.